going on, everybody? I really wanted to make a video about something that I experienced within this past month. Now, coming from somebody who has been dealing with depersonalization for 5 years now, and who has had problems with anxiety. Now, let me just say that when it comes to me, like, when I experience anxiety, it's more of a body feeling and a mental thing, where it's a feeling. It's a very uncomfortable, restless, irritable, annoyed, just want to jump out of my skin, feel like I'm fucking losing my mind feeling. I'm not anxious to the point where I'm like super worrying about things. Like, if anything, depersonalization has made me really not give a fuck about a lot of stuff. More so than I really want to. Now, I'm not saying I don't get anxious and anxious thoughts about things, but like for me, I would actually rather have anxious thoughts and not have the real super like anxious feeling, because that you can't control. The thoughts you can control. I mean, or at least you can try to, and you can practice and get good at controlling. But the feeling of wanting to jump out of your skin is what I usually experience. So, what I want to get into is B vitamins and how they can really fuck you up if you're not careful. If you have anxiety, or you have depersonalization, which is a symptom of anxiety, be careful about taking B vitamins. Alright, so I got really sick recently, about a month ago, and basically what it caused me to do was fucking sleep for like 3 days. I mean, it was really affecting me mentally with this amount of exhaustion, to where I couldn't even think about getting out of bed to even drink water or eat. I didn't eat or like drink for 3 days. Now, if you've ever heard where you can die from not drinking water for 3 days, well, that almost happened to me. I literally slept feeling like shit for about 2.5 days. Woke up one night, after these 2.5 days of sleeping and not drinking and eating, in a full-blown panic attack that pretty much saved my life. I sprung up out of bed, fucking couldn't breathe, felt like I was losing my mind. My depersonalization was fucking through the roof. I was like fucking crazy. I couldn't think straight. I just called my mom instead of calling 911, and I just was like, something's wrong, can you please come to my house, pick me up, and bring me to the hospital. Thankfully she did, because when I got there, they said I was so dehydrated, my organs were shutting down. My lungs were shutting down. I wasn't taking enough oxygen. My heart was, so your average heart rate is like 60, 70, 80 beats per minute. Mine was 140 when I made it to the hospital. They had to give me drugs to like lower my heart rate and shit. My heart was working overtime. Double what it was, more than double what it was supposed to be, trying to pump oxygen to my body. So if you get really sick, make sure you drink water. And if you're too tired and too exhausted mentally or physically to drink water or eat, get help. Ask somebody to help you. But basically that story is leading to the point where when I got out of the hospital, the doctors put me on 1 milligram of folic acid, 250 milligrams of B1, and a multivitamin. And then they had me drinking like these like boost drinks that have like a bunch of vitamins in them. Anyways, I mean, I was getting way too, like, an over excessive amount of these vitamins. I mean, the B1, I was taking 16,000% of your daily intake of B1. Okay? Now, you might think, like, they're just vitamins. You piss the rest out of them. Like, no. Okay, you might piss out the rest of your vitamins, but they can fuck with your mind. Alright? So, I took them, I was taking them for about 14 days until I stopped. And basically, around, like, the 6th or 7th day, I started to realize that I was way more depersonalized than I should be. My anxiety was like I've never felt before. I'm talking like I just felt like I was jumping on the skin. I was going crazy. I couldn't take it, man. Like, I can't even describe the feeling of being so anxious to you. It's literally torture. And you can't escape your own mind, so you're stuck in there. And I just had to deal with it. And it wasn't until I came up with the idea that maybe these vitamins were fucking with me because I've never felt like this before. So I did some research online and found out that other people were experiencing the same thing. Not a lot. I mean, you got like there's thousands of people telling you that no way it could be the vitamins. Vitamins are only good for you. It can't be the vitamins. Well, you know what? There was a bunch of people who experienced what I was experiencing, and that made me feel so much better because if nobody had those experiences, I would have not known what the fuck is going on, and I probably would have ended up in a psych hospital. Like, I'm telling you, it was bad. I mean, the overly excessive amount of B vitamins I was taking was just fucked. And, you know, after I stopped taking them, it took about it's about day 7 today, and I'm, like, not back to where I want to be yet, but I feel way better than I did. It took about 4 days for me to, like, start readjusting and not being so anxious. And, like, I was getting panic attacks, like, every fucking hour, man. And my brain it felt like it was fried. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't problem solve. My mind was so mentally blank that I had to force thoughts just to convince myself that I could still think. Okay, that's how much this shit made my anxiety skyrocket. And now that I stopped taking them, I could feel myself getting better. So I know it was them. Plus, the thing that gave me the idea also that it might be the vitamins was like a year ago, I took B12, and I started feeling super paranoid out of nowhere. So I was like, maybe it's the vitamin? Like, maybe it's an overstimulant. It's overstimulating my mind. I don't know. So I stopped taking it. I felt better. About the next week, I took them again just to kind of see if I would get the same results. And I did. I mean, I took it that morning. The morning, I felt, like, super energetic. And then in the afternoon, through the rest of the night, I was, like, fucking oddly paranoid about everything and anything. And remembering that made me think, well, shit, maybe it's the B1 that they're giving me, the folic acid, which is B9, then the fucking multivitamins got all of them, all the B vitamins, and then that boost drink they told me to drink every morning had all of them too. Plus, I eat pretty healthy to begin with, like fruits, vegetables, fish, chicken, all like good food, which are going to give me natural vitamins. So, yeah, I was taking way too much B vitamins, and my brain just was not fucking having it, man. So, if you have anxiety or depersonalization, you experience anything like this, be careful. Now, everyone's different. It might help some people, if people say it has helped them. Other people, it doesn't. But I just want to get this out there because I wasn't able to find one video on YouTube about these B vitamins fucking with people. I mean, like, they fucked with me, man. This was not fun at all. Like, torture, dude. Like, torture. So please, if you have anxiety of any kind, be careful about taking B vitamins, man. And if you do take them and you feel like your anxiety has gotten a lot worse, that might be what's causing it. And I suggest, stopping it. Maybe wean yourself off a little bit, because I stopped cold turkey, and I felt like a little bit better the next day and then the next day, but then it was almost like my brain was trying to readjust, and I felt like shit fucking the 3rd day and the 4th day and even in the 5th day. But then I started getting a lot better to where I'm not where I want to be right now, where I'd like to be, but it's way better than where I was at. Anyway, sorry if I just rambled on about this. I really wanted to make a video, and that way anybody who looks this up, maybe hoping to solve the problem that they're experiencing after taking B vitamins, they can read this, or they can watch this, listen to this, and know that someone else had those experiences, and when they stopped taking them, they got better. So, again, be careful with these vitamins, man. Sometimes they're just like drugs, alright? Be safe, have a good night, take it easy.